What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Clickbait. Like always, we got the Bachelor Nation breakdown, the clickbait of the week, and our special guest, Mira from Clayton season. You can see there's a little beef forming between her and Sarah on the show. We want to get into that, her details on everything that's gone on during the season thus far. So we can't wait to talk to her. And right now, we have the Bachelor Nation breakdown.
Well, damn, we're not even going to ask how each other's doing or anything.
Yeah, sorry. You guys are right.
We can
You just coming off vacation. You having a good time in the sun, honey. You just,
right.
I mean, what are we, chopped liver? What are
Okay.
He said, I don't give a damn, let's go.
All right, how is everybody?
I mean, thanks for asking. I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I'm good.
Okay, you guys are good. You guys both look good. You look refreshed. You know what?
I'm in California.
We're both matching in our white.
Yes,
and our
you didn't get the
weave,
memo, Joe.
honey.
Yeah, no, I'm gray. I got gray. But I do get a nice little tan.
Can I just be honest? I haven't unpacked any other clothes, and I wore this shirt yesterday. So there we go.
No shame. Nobody knew.
Okay.
Now
Nobody
everyone
saw
knows. It's fine. I know there's someone out there listening who's like, "Yep, bitch, I'm in a shirt from yesterday too."
Why are you in California?
I'm in California to work on a project with one of my friends, like a passion project thing. I'm not trying to do one of those. I have something really cool coming up. Can't wait to tell you guys. No. It's nothing like that. I will definitely share it once I figure it out. We just are in the way early stages of it, and this month was good for him to work on it. So I'm really excited.
Okay.
That's
Nice.
fun.
Yeah, we'll talk about this off air. All right, let's do this. Let's get to business,
Okay,
shall we?
let's get into it. So the first headline of the week.
Oh, we talking about you.
Well, yeah. First headline of the week actually has to do with how Joe's doing. Joe and Serena and Noah and Abigail take a vacation to Mexico. How's it feel, Joe? You have your own headline. Your very own podcast.
Not my first headline, and hopefully it won't be the last. Okay, so we went to. So we've been talking about going on a trip, all four of us, for I think since Paradise, but then, a little bit after. We were going to try to do Hawaii, but then we procrastinated a little bit on booking and whatnot. And then we just booked Tulum the last minute. We found a great Airbnb.
It looks so good.
Oh, nice.
So nice. It was about 10 minutes from the strip, like that strip where all the hotels and resorts are. And yeah, we have.
You fly into Cancun.
Flying to Cancun, you drive an hour. It's about a 2-hour drive when you land in Cancun. We rented a car, and we did a couple things. We went to dinner. We hung out by the pool.
Did you go to Asalik?
No.
You went to Gitano's, right?
We didn't go to Gitano either, but I went to a really good restaurant that I would say is probably one of the best ones out there, Casa Banana. That was really good. I found
Did you go to Beetaloo?
No.
So you're going back. It's fine.
Burrito Amor.
Did you go to the clubs?
Burrito Amor was this little burrito place outside of the strip that was incredible. And I found a taco truck I literally had the best torta I ever had in my life.
Did you get sick from the al pastor
No.
meat?
No.
Oh, that's good. It looks phenomenal.
Did you?
That actually was a little shaky. That wasn't that good.
Do you like avocado, Joe?
I love avocado.
Okay, yeah. To me, in Tulum, I've had the best avocado that I've ever had in Tulum.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, at Gitano, they have this like avocado and sauce in this like grilled avocado. It's oh my gosh.
All the produce is just so fresh. It makes it so good.
I would disagree with that. They're greens. They're like lettuce. I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, not that. Fruit. The fruit though is
fruit.
But yeah,
avocado.
It seems like Noah and Abigail are going really strong. Serena and I were talking about we do have to figure out where we're going to live come April. So we had those conversations, and we went out
on vacation.
Well, I mean, talking about it in a fun way,
It wasn't a serious conversation. She wasn't like, Joe,
No.
We need to, Joe.
No, we're both
We
on the
need to
same
make a
page.
decision. What's going on? We need to figure this out.
No, we saw Blake Horseman.
Oh
out.
yeah, we saw that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was there with his girl, huh?
Was he there
And he's
with the
trying to be
girl?
sneaky.
I don't know. I don't know who
Will
he
you
was
drop
there
some?
with.
Will you drop some tea, Joe?
It's
Yeah,
not-
Abby or Serena, one of them posted a girly girl. Blake did not.
It's not my tea to drop, so I don't know.
This is clickbait. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
What?
come on.
I mean, do y'all hear this, listeners? Look, if I
Joe's
was
face
there,
is
I would
red.
tell y'all. Wink if he was with a girl.
I feel like there was another Bachelor person out there too.
No, ignored it.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
don't know.
like a lot of people went at the same time to Tulum.
Yeah.
Whoever posted that TikTok, I don't know, I guess it was Abby maybe, the TikTok of can we skip to the good part with Abby and Serena crying and then happy with you
That was
guys?
Abigail. Yeah.
Top tier.
Wait, I didn't
Go
see
check
that.
out
I want to
Abigail's
see
TikTok.
that.
Okay, so Abigail
It's
posted.
fantastic.
Wait,
Abigail,
where is this? Can you
Abigail
send it to me?
posted a TikTok of her crying, and then Serena crying, and then it said skip
On
to the
Paradise.
good part, and then it's all of us on vacation, and me and Noah are tanning. But
Wait,
I
wait.
wanted her to put the clips in of all of us tearing up at some point on Paradise. Because I thought that
All
would.
of
It's
you
not
what?
about you, though. The good part she
Terrible.
means
Oh,
is
crying.
them finding love, not being
Yeah,
with you.
it was cute. And you and Noah always did your tanning too. In
Yeah,
Paradise.
yeah,
So
we
it's
continued that.
Wait, did she post it on Instagram?
TikTok.
Just see, y'all, like, I don't be messing with
Going
TikTok.
back to say, Debbie, did you hear Tia when she said,
No, but
Of
sometimes
TikTok?
people repost it. Sometimes people repost it. So let me see.
but
Let me see.
Katie just sent it to us.
the trip was cut short, unfortunately, because we all had to get home to do work. But I wish I would have stayed for a week. My next trip is definitely going to be at least a week because it was only we were only out there for 4 days, which wasn't
Yeah, I
enough.
feel like it was quick.
Yeah,
Nice.
wasn't enough.
I love
but,
that. That was so cute.
All good in our relationships. So
So if
Yeah.
you have
So cute.
if you have any advice for anyone going to Tulum, for our listeners, where do they have to go? One place that you went to and you were like, gotta go back. Fave.
burrito amor.
Burrito Amore. There
Oh,
we go,
the
guys.
burrito place.
Yeah.
Is it like a little hole in the wall place? Those are always the best.
Yeah, it's no, it's pretty nice, but it's definitely outside of the strip, and they have a sour cream habanero hot sauce that
Oh.
was incredible, and I put it on the
Burrito
breakfast. Yeah, on their breakfast burrito.
Joe
That
is
sounds
our Bachelor Nation food guy. So
Yeah, food
Burrito
guy.
Amore.
What the fuck is that long straw, Joe? What in the fuck, Natasha?
I missed it.
Natasha, look, hold it up. What in God's name? Joe has a foot-long straw in a short-ass glass.
Okay.
You're going to stab yourself. All right, moving on. Another Bachelor Nation group hang. A little bro fest
Yes.
in LA with some of the guys from Katie and Michelle's seasons, I believe it's only two. But
Yes.
Andrew
yes.
Spencer, Greg Grippo, Nate, Rodney, and Blake Moynes all had a little bro out in LA. I feel like the guys, like when they're in groups of guys, they get the most attention from girls like in
Oh.
new cities. And
Oh,
they
crazy.
eat it up.
Well,
They were all
yeah.
in Nashville a few weeks ago too. Maybe,
Did you
yeah,
see- did you
Andrew,
see-
Greg, Mikey, they were all in Nashville a few weeks ago. And
I feel
Yeah.
like Andrew is like, because, Andrew and Rodney are both on the Bachelor
oh,
Live
yeah.
tour?
the
Live.
live tour. I just feel like, I think Andrew's amazing. I think he's so funny and he just has such a warm, inviting personality. I think he might be there's always a connector, like to get everybody together. I remember on my season,
That's true.
I was like that. I was like, okay, girls, we're doing this. And they're like, okay, like there's always that one person who's like, let's get together and do these things. And I feel like that's Andrew. You know him, Joe.
You
He
think
always
it's-
kind of is
yeah, I mean,
in
I-
everything.
Well, I know Blake was in LA for like a month. And the only reason I know this is because when I was in Toronto, I DM'd him if he wanted to go watch football, and he said, I'm in LA for a month. Andrew and Greg.
Wait, Blake?
Yeah, Blake was there. Blake Moynes.
Oh, Blake Moynes. Oh,
Blake
I
Moynes, yeah.
thought Horseman for a second. Okay,
No,
yeah, okay.
Blake Moynes. And then Andrew and Greg are living together in LA for a month.
Got you.
So there's possibly that connection. And
Well, yeah.
Nate and Rodney, I don't know why either of those two guys were in LA, but they were.
And they're on the same season.
Yeah, I mean, we see. I mean,
Yeah, they're friends.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
fun when that happens.
I mean, Bachelor people, we just all hang out. I mean, that's it. We were all on. We all share this bond. We're on the same show, so you obviously find people that you like, and Rodney's local to LA.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they hang out.
Yeah. Oh, right. I knew he was from California, but I didn't know he lived in
he's
LA.
from Rancho.
Right.
Rancho.
Okay. It all makes sense. All right. I love that for them.
I don't know if I've ever done like a Bachelor hangout though.
I mean, you and Clay.
Actually, that's not true.
mean,
Me, Clay. I was in New York with Peter, Clay, one time.
Yeah.
Dustin.
Clay told me that he's moving to New York.
I think he's up in the
Clay
air.
Harper?
Yeah, he's up in there. His lease is up, so he's leaving Chicago.
No, he told me it's happening. I mean,
I think me and Serena we're like 90% moving to New York now.
To New York?
That's great.
Yeah.
See,
that's so exciting.
I will say
Brooklyn.
though, it feels like it's been winter forever in New York right now. That's why I was like, oh, I will come to LA. And I love coming to LA for my little spurts. My friends are always like, just move here. And I'm like, girl, no. But I like my little ins and outs, you know, like October, November. I was here last year. Really love that. Now I'll be here, so I don't know. It's LA's great, but New York has my heart. It had my heart.
Well, you do you, okay, girl? You do you.
Always, honey. You know you ain't got to worry
Girl.
about that, honey.
All right, let's.
All right. Last headline of the week. Let's talk about a little current drama on Clayton's season. Return of the much anticipated 2-on-1 date with Shanae and Genevieve. Has it been a while since there's been a 2-on-1?
So who was the last?
Situation.
Who was the last season? Michelle. There wasn't a 2-on-1 for Michelle.
She sent people home
Yeah, she said, no, you got to go. I don't have no interest in this.
And was there a 2-on-1 on Katie's season?
No.
Yeah, right?
Because
I don't
people
think there
were
was.
like self-eliminating and stuff.
It's been a minute.
Okay, so it's been a minute. So we have.
When was the last male to? Noah and Bennett, right?
Yeah, Noah and Bennett.
Noah and Bennett. I remember that, and Tayshia was sitting there like, y'all talking about a damn book. Talk about me.
Yes, that's true.
Do y'all remember who the 2-on-1s were on y'all's season?
Well, I wasn't there, like everyone knows, but it was Jordan and
Bittersweet.
Jordan and
Chicken,
David. Jordan and David. Jordan.
Chicken?
He dressed up like a chicken night one, but they were both. Those two both went to Paradise, and that beef continued on.
They both loved it. They ate it up.
Yeah, they ate it up for sure. Both of them one played the role of the aggressor, the other played the role of the victim, and they just.
Jordan's funny. I don't give a damn. He entertained the hell out of me. I love that dude.
That was
that was before my Bachelor watching time.
Yeah, there was some funny moments. What about you guys?
Tia. What about you? Who was
Mine
on?
was Crystal and Kendall, but there wasn't beef between them. I think it was just Crystal was kind of the villain of the season, and they needed someone chill to balance it out. Maybe.
See, that's
know.
that's
I
so
knew that.
interesting because I don't see Kendall as someone who would be in like beef with someone.
No,
like
she's
that.
not. She's like the nicest, tamest human ever. And then I think the next week it was a 3-on-1 with me and Kendall and Becca Martinez. Yeah, poor Kendall was just thrown into the fire.
You guys had a 3-on-1?
There was a 3-on-1 for my season too, but 2-on-1s is normally when it's like this situation that we're watching, right? With Shanae. The thing is, it's like Genevieve doesn't even seem like she. I mean, I
She's
feel like
outspoken, but it's not. Really specific.
I feel like it could have been anyone on this 2-on-1 with
I
Shanae.
I disagree.
Right? Why? When she said because they got into the fight, and she said, "Don't put your finger in my face."
Genevieve has been vocal about how much she doesn't like Shanae, and she's confronted Shanae multiple times, and it seems like she is. When I heard a 2-on-1, I knew for a fact it was going to be Genevieve. It just made sense.
I mean, but I feel like it could have been Sierra too. Sierra's been very vocal.
Yeah, but Sierra went home.
I know she went home, but I'm just saying, like, I know
It
she
could
went
have.
home. But
If Sierra didn't go home, it would have been Sierra probably over Genevieve. But Sierra went home, so Genevieve was 100% next in line, in my opinion.
That makes sense.
My season, it was Tammy and McKenna, and that's why it's going to be interesting to see what happens here because if I remember correctly, Tammy ended up going home on the 2-on-1, and then it was like a rose ceremony 2-on-1. So it was the night of the rose ceremony. They had to. It was all dramatic. They got a date card before the rose ceremony. They had to get there early. It was a whole thing. It was so dramatic, and then. We get there and we hear footsteps, because we're like, uh-oh, who's still standing? Who's here?
Yeah.
And it's McKenna. But then McKenna goes home at the rose ceremony. I'm like, why would he do that?
I remember that.
Why would he do
really?
that?
It was very anticlimactic. He put her through that shit for nothing.
Why would you do that, Peter? Because, if I was her, I would be like, yep, got a rose. But the thing is, that was a red flag. That was a red flag.
She didn't get a rose.
But she didn't walk in with a rose.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
So that was like the red flag. And then later on, there was a 3-on-1 as well. But I think that was just, I don't know why they do the 3-on-1 things.
Yeah,
it wasn't
I
like
feel
anybody had beef.
Right. I feel like ours was just at the end of the season and
Right.
it determined hometowns. So there were only
That was the
5
same thing.
people left.
Yeah, that was the same thing for ours too. Wild. So I'm really
I love a 2-on-1. Very fun and dramatic.
So if one of them gets an actual rose, then that means that they probably will stay. But if he just says, "Hey, you're gonna stay," but it's a whole separate day. That's why I kind of feel like he has to give somebody a rose.
If Shanae makes it through this,
No way.
yeah, there's no way she makes it through it.
If Shanae makes it through this, I'm gonna call Clayton and be like, "Honey, you got some splaining to do."
Seriously.
Come on,
If
Lucy,
I was still on
you
the
got some
season-
splaining to do.
If he kept choosing Shanae and I was still there, I would be like, what am I doing here? If you want that, I gotta go.
But what did you think about her?
One of the girls said that.
What did you think about her apology? That was honestly, I actually laughed because I knew she was full
The
of shit.
fact that she dissed Meryl Streep like that and compared herself to Meryl Streep, get the fuck out of here.
I know.
Shanae.
I was like, where is it? That's never,
But
I'm not gonna say
it was so obvious that she, I could tell, if I was there, I was surprised nobody called her out when she
Did
did
an
it.
actual tear come out?
Well,
of her
Genevieve.
face?
I don't think
Genevieve
so.
said, I don't buy it in her interview, and who knows if someone called her out? We might not have seen it, but I thought it was interesting that when he was talking to her. And he was like, are you sorry? Because, this is, not really forgivable. You throwing away the trophy. And she kind of just, oh, well, yeah, that's not my character. She kind of paused, do I? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You know what I mean? Wow.
She was very smart going into the conversation with Clayton when he said, "You're being accused of this." And she said, yeah, "I did that." She owned up to it.
She did.
Most people in that situation lie about it, and then that's the reason for the lead to kick her off. But because she owned up to it, then it was and she was just like, "I did it. I made a mistake. I'm sorry." So he's like, "Okay." And then she went in. She gave her bullshit apology to the girls. They bought it. And
A lot of people bought it, yeah. They're like, I accept your apology.
Well, I think when she walked up and said, "I'm really nervous right now," I think she was truly really nervous. And when somebody's nervous, they seem more authentic. And I think she just was nervous and somewhat shaky because she was talking in front of the crowd. The room, right? She was leading the room.
She was nervous. She was going home, honey.
Well,
if y'all don't accept me right now, I'm going to go home.
No, what I'm saying is I think her nerves were more stage fright. And because of that, it made it all seem more real, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I hear you. Girl, bye. That's what I said. I said, girl.
Honestly.
But you know
No,
what?
but that's the thing, Natasha. No, you wouldn't, because if she was on the season, she would eat you alive. I'm sorry. She would have gotten you.
Damn.
I'm just joking.
I know you joking.
Okay.
I know you joking. I know he joking. Because, honey,
I'm like, wait a
did
damn
you watch
minute.
Peter's season?
Okay. Do you think you would have? Do you think you would call Shanae out?
Absolutely, I would have called her out.
I would have.
I 100% I would have.
I don't think either of you would have.
But here's the thing.
I called people out on my season. I'm surprised I wasn't on the 2-on-1 with Crystal.
Yeah,
my season.
I know both of you would. That's what I'm saying.
I called people out on my season, and also there were so many outspoken people on my season, but also like Sierra's calling her out, Genevieve's calling. People are. It's like I don't like, of course, ganging up, like the ganging up thing, but like when Alea was, do not get me started on my season. Do not. Do not. Honey, bold-faced lies was going left and right. I said, that was a lie.
All right, let's get into
the lie detector said that was a lie.
Well, I honestly, I'm not even going to say what I want to say.
Yeah, well, listen, I do think, though, and I'll end on this and then we'll go into the clickbait. I do think, though, it is refreshing that the producers are showing all this, like manipulative stuff that she's saying, because she's
in the interviews.
Yeah. And some people, like, hey, you watch, like, I don't know if you guys watch superhero shows or movies, but like Loki, the superhero guy from Avengers, like I fuck with him. I like him a lot. But like some people like to root for the bad guy, and they're showing it. And so I get it, like I get it. But if I were there, one of the girls, I would be very upset. Super upset that she's still there. So let's get into the clickbait, which I am so excited about, guys. This clickbait, I said, ooh, now we got a lot to talk about. Why are people, the article is titled, Why Are People with No Social Media So Appealing? So my first question, Tia Joe, is that true? When you meet someone with no social media, are you like weirdo, or are you like, oh, that's cute? Opposite sex.
Well, I'm not in the business of meeting people anymore, but I could say this.
Before you were engaged, Joe. Come on, have some imagination.
Yeah, let me say this. Before I went on the show, all the shows, and I was single, I didn't have social media. And before, like around that time, which was like 2019, if you didn't have social media, it was a red flag. It was like, why don't? Now I think that it's starting to shift because everyone's got it. So in my opinion, it's one of those things where if everyone has it, it's becoming interesting and cool not to have it.
Okay.
The skeptic in me thinks that if a man doesn't have social media, he's hiding some family with children that he doesn't want me to see, or that he doesn't want to see his dating profile. But also, my first relationship, after my first round on Bachelor in Paradise, my first relationship after that, I dated someone that wasn't super into social media, and I loved it. I was new into social media, so I knew since he wasn't trying to use me or ride my coattails or anything like that. I knew he genuinely did not watch the show, didn't care about who I was before. So that part is appealing.
Right.
But
what about
if someone has an established social media beforehand, then it's...
What about your new guy? Is he big on social media or? Not
big, but I mean, he got followers just for me posting him.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind. I mean, he has a good balance with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, all right. So the question is, there are people with no social media at all. Then there are people with a social media and no posts and follow very few people, but like are like creeping. They're on there.
My mom.
Okay, so are we considering those the two people you just described the same or different?
No. Wait, I'm just explaining. Okay. We're going to talk about it. All right. Then there are people who are private. They have the privates. We have the privates. So we got no social media at all. I got a social media, but I don't post. I just creep. And then I'm on social media and I'm sharing my life, but I am private yacht.
Do y'all have private accounts just for your family and friends?
No.
I don't either, but I feel like some people do. Like big time, like professional athletes or musicians or whatever. They have like their own little private thing that's not their real name. Because I've seen people tagged. I'm like, who the hell is that?
Oh yeah.
And I realize it's like a fake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know about that. But do you guys think, I personally think that it is a red flag when I meet someone and they have a social media, they don't have any posts and they never post, but yet they always like, oh yeah, girl, so you in LA? Where?
always watching.
Yeah,
Well,
or
well-
I'll get a text message from this same. I'm thinking about someone in particular. This one guy. I'll post like a cute picture, and then immediately I get a text message, and I'm like,
He's got notifications on.
Well, some people are. What about just people being uncomfortable with showing their life, or they've just feeling like? Because I can relate to that, because I felt very uncomfortable when I first got social media, even posting a story. It gave me anxiety. I didn't like it. But
Yeah, it does take time.
so you're saying that's not a red flag?
I don't think I don't necessarily think it's a red flag. It's just somebody who doesn't want to showcase their life.
Their own life, but they want to watch everybody else's. Interesting. Okay.
But if
Well,
we're talking about going into a first date with someone, I immediately go look for their social media. And I'm disappointed if
you
they
can't
don't
find
have social
anything,
media.
or if they're private.
Right. Yeah.
what's wrong with being private? I would be if I didn't have a following, I would be private.
I don't think that there's anything wrong with being private. I'm just saying that according to this article, I just think that there's layers to some there. You know, they say if you have social media, if you don't have a social media, you're appealing. But I also think if you're private, you could also be as appealing, even though you have it. You know, because I think about in this situation, if you don't want to share your life, then yeah, be private. Why be open and people can search you and follow you, but you don't ever post anything?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, fair.
I do know some public figures that don't really post, but they want, like they have an account or whatever, but they don't really post. I do know some people like that as well who don't.
Yeah, I'll give you an example before we just talk about this for too long. But I feel like I'm somebody. I would potentially have gotten Instagram, used it for like a week, and then maybe not have checked it for 2 months. You know,
Right.
I think
doesn't
there's
make you a sketchy character.
No.
I think there's a lot of people that may get it and just be like, okay, whatever, this is not really my thing, or I'm not as interested in it, or don't feel inclined to post. So then they have it and it just sits there and there's no post or whatever, and they follow a few people that they might have followed that first week, and that's it. And it's
But
just
that's
not
different because that's someone not being active on social media. It's different when you're actually creeping, searching, looking. Because like my sister was dating this guy and she was like, oh yeah, he doesn't have social media. He doesn't have social media. Like he doesn't even know what I'm doing. I was like, because I asked her, does he watch your story? She was like, oh no, he doesn't have. I said, girl, I don't fucking believe it. I said, I don't believe it. He's too sketchy. He's too, he was like really like, and you know what? He was watching her stories because one day he slipped up. He slipped up and said something that she posted, and she was like, how did you know that? He was like,
see, that's sneaky.
oh, I saw it on Instagram. He had to know, he had to own it up. And I said, I knew it. So those little things are kind of freaking weird to me.
okay.
I think
They're a
the
little
sneaky
weird.
stuff is more related to dating. Like, Joe, if you were on dating apps,
That's what
and
we're
putting
talking
yourself out there on that, and then you had like no activity at all on social media, that would be a little different because it's like you're putting yourself out there and then people can't even find you.
Yeah.
So it's different when it's a dating thing.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't. So that's interesting that you say that, Tia. I don't immediately go look at someone's Instagram. I don't. I really don't.
I don't even like even if I want to look someone up that I'm not interested in romantically, I'll go look up their Instagram before I look them up on Google or whatever else.
Right.
I agree with that. I do
It's
that
just my
too.
go-to.
There's
my
a
habit.
safety,
I do that.
there is a safety thing where it's like, is this person a total creep? I mean, did you guys watch the Tinder Swindler? Whoa.
No, but I need to. Or
Yeah.
like you, Joe Goldberg just finds out every detail on someone's social media.
Yeah. So it's.
But that's
it's
a
just,
real life stalker.
I
I mean, not
but-
real life, but a TV
that-
show stalker.
But this is something that women have to really look at sometimes too. So sometimes the mindset to be like, oh, let me go look them up. It's not like let me just go be thirsty. Because in the article they talk about the girls like I want to see if their life like aligns with mine. But it's like you don't know that from pictures. Like you're like, oh, he be on yachts. I be on yachts. Ooh, that's not a thing. That's like, oh, our life's a line. It's not a thing, But yeah, so one more thing I'm going to say about this clickbait. Is it a red flag or is it more appealing when someone, you search someone before you were engaged, Joe, and they had a lot of followers on Instagram or they were very active on Instagram and you could go to their page and be like, oh, this is who she's with. This is who she's hanging with. She's so open with her life. I know she's not on a date right now. She didn't text me back. I go to her story. She's hanging with her mom and her niece. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is that appealing or is that not appealing?
I would say for me personally, what I would have found more appealing would be somebody that is active but more tame. That is not a doesn't post every day. At least that's what that's what I would have been more interested in.
Right. Okay. Tia, what about you?
Agree. As someone who is very
Bae.
before
Bae.
as someone who is very active on social media, I am more into someone that's not as active on social media. So yeah, more appealing.
I would
for them
agree.
to be
I would
more
agree.
tame.
And I respect everybody's hustle. Like if someone's an influencer, like if I'm dating an actual influencer and I'm like, why are you on your phone? It's like, come on. Like, that's a
it's their
completely
job.
different thing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's exactly. It's your job. You're telling people how amazing things are in your life and products and sell and yada yada. But if you're just on there like, oh yeah, like there's trap mirror pic, what's up? Like, what are you doing? Stop.
No. No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Okay.
Listeners, let us know what the red flags are because we be on social media, and I think I'm a little bit of a hypocrite if I say don't have a social media to a guy.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm on social media all the time.
Whole ass families. We need to
I want people to
At this point.
to let us know what they think about this because I find this interesting considering we all are very active on social media. Okay. You know what? I think it's time to bring in our guest. Very excited to have her on. She's on Clayton's season. We saw her during the group date, roasting Sarah. Sarah roasted her. We'll see what's going on there. Everyone, please welcome Mira to the podcast. Mira, I'm welcoming you on the podcast. The first episode I came for you on Twitter, and it was like, Mara with the marinara sauce needs to go home now.
Oh.
Well, I have a pasta sauce, so I just can't have another person in Bachelor Nation coming for my brand. But no, it was a joke, obviously.
Honey, she can
Mary,
amplify. She can help amplify your brand. Honey.
You're good at roasting. You're good at roasting, so
Oh yeah, you are good at roasting.
you're good at roasting. So if you want to come for me, now's your chance.
Yeah, it's about to be the battle of the
damn,
sauces.
you should have
You're
had
on,
it written
Joe.
out.
Okay. All right. How are you? Welcome to Clickbait.
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Nice. So what have these past few weeks been like for you? Just, watching back the show, seeing yourself, seeing everything that went down.
It's so fun and interesting to relive it, especially from this perspective now where you were in it and you can only see it from one angle and now seeing it from all the different angles and hearing all the interviews and behind the scenes. It's very interesting to see how it all unravels.
Are you shocked by anything? As of now, yeah.
I got to be honest with you. I didn't think I could be more shocked by Shanae until I heard her interviews. And every time she opens her mouth, I am just more taken back and more shocked by the shrimp. It's wild.
So
The shrimp.
wow.
Really?
So when the interactions with you guys, when you guys are in the house together, the girls are together, she's like playing it cool, right? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
And then that's why you're shocked from the interviews or what?
Yeah, I mean, especially with us, if you saw that one interview, I actually took the shrimp. If you're going to offer me food, I'm not going to say no to that. So there was not, when it comes down to it, there wasn't too much actual drama on a day-to-day basis. But like I said before, when the sun goes down, the crazy comes out. And it just seems like whenever she could find a way to like finagle and like make it about her and like the most important and the crucial moments, she would take full and utter advantage of that.
But was the
And
shrimp
so that
good?
it was good.
That's
good. I'm not
there,
even mad at her.
there we
It was
go.
good.
There we go. There we
I
go.
know.
It was good.
She can
That's-
cook at least.
Yes, exactly. Got to give her props on that. Good. Love that.
We see, you've been standing out on these group dates. And the roast, which was, I thought you all did actually a really good job. But we see this little interaction beef between you and Sarah that we haven't seen at all. Like, this is the first time I'm like, wait, is there a beef there? They don't like each other. So was there anything up until that point? Or was that kind of the start of what we could potentially see?
I think there was some interactions that had to do with age, with Sarah being the youngest girl in the house. And at this point, I was one of the oldest girls. So I think that kind of sparked, I guess, a little bit of that disconnect between us. And then the roast just really enhanced it.
Did she
Okay.
actually go first, or did you go first at the roast? Who went first?
I think she went first. I think mine was a
Okay, because
rebuttal.
it showed
But,
her going first. I didn't know who
Mhm.
was who.
Yeah.
Was who. What's the age gap between you?
She's 23, and I at the moment was 32, and now I am 33.
Gotcha.
So 10 years.
Mhm.
Where do you live?
Yeah,
Where do you
a little
live?
different. I am in New Jersey.
New
Collington.
Jersey. Okay, and she
Nice.
was. That's fun. That's interesting because she lives in New York, and usually, I don't know. I feel like people that live in New York live this faster paced life, and they don't really consider themselves young. Like I feel like people. Does that make sense?
No.
No. Okay.
No
Good.
talks.
Okay. Then just completely. I don't know.
Makes sense.
I feel like people in New York grow up faster, or at least think they do.
Maybe
I don't
they
know that
think
she's been in New York for that long.
Yeah, is she
either.
from there, or
Just
did she
saying.
just
Yeah,
live
maybe
there?
they think they do, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So, yeah, there were a few things like Teddy in an interview said something about drama in the house, and Shanae wasn't there, as everybody knows. Shanae wasn't there,
Mhm.
but there were a few people that were like, "Uh-oh, we're roasting each other," and as viewers, it seemed like the drama was Shanae, but everyone was so nervous. So what else are we missing? So we saw that between you and Sarah. And then was there anything else that we just didn't see, or what the angst was in the air that everyone felt?
No, I mean, a lot of us have been going through so much drama that we didn't really want to bring up too much more or kind of create more drama of our own during the roasts. And it seemed like the perfect scenario or the perfect recipe to do so. So we were trying to keep it cute and light and, kind of fun, but there's always going to be those one or two jabs that can come off a little
Aggressive.
aggressive. Yeah. Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It goes from being funny to just being cruel. And there were a few of those, as you saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were definitely. I mean, there was people that were definitely flirting with that line and then crossed it. So
Yeah.
There were, because I know that the house dynamic. Can you take us into now? You guys are traveling now with the house dynamic. I know on my season there were little pockets of people only. It seems like watching it, everyone is really cool. Is that the case, or are there these little pockets or cliques, as people like to say? I don't like that word, but
I mean, it's kind of unique. I feel like the season is unique in that all the girls that aren't considered a villain actually all do get along for the most part. I mean, there's going to be that, like, some people feel some type of way for whatever reason, but when it comes to like the full blown drama that you see with Shanae, I don't think there was any of that with any of us. And I wouldn't say that there were too many cliques. I think we kind of like gravitated toward the people that we were most similar to, but we all just really respect each other and get along, even like during the process and even afterwards. Even now, we are all pretty much friends or friendly, or we communicate with each other, and we all have still that respect.
up until this point of the season, what's your relationship with Clayton like?
Good. I mean, I wasn't really caught up in the drama, really. So anytime that he and I had time together, it was based on us. We were really developing our own kind of relationship away from the drama, getting to know each other, building our relationship away from all the unnecessary.
Got it. Well, now if you're sitting there comparing at this time and you're comparing yourself to some of the other relationships that are forming, where do you see it? Like, where do you see yourself with him?
I mean, I try not to do that because I did see a lot of the relationships really growing, and I was taking on that mindset I think Joe had last season, where it was just kind of focus on yourself and not really think about, or Nate, I think it was.
Nate.
I thought you were talking about me. I was like, huh, nice. Yeah, I didn't think I was doing that, but okay.
No, sorry, Nate. Nate was like fully focused on his relationship, not thinking, yes, come on, Joe, you've been a while for you. And so that was kind of my focus the whole time until, towards the end, when you really see these relationships flourishing and you're like, oh, I think I might be falling behind.
Being on a lot of group dates is hard too, because you just get kind of lost in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And seeing the girls come back from the one-on-one, and yeah, you are. There's nothing to be. I don't know. there's nothing to say about other than you are one of the more mature girls in the house, and I think that
Oh, thank you.
I see that and you speak that. I don't remember what it was. I said this last week on the podcast. There was something that you said, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I was like, I fucks with her hard.
Yeah, you got some good
Yes,
one-liners.
Yeah.
thank you. Oh,
And
I'm the
you
one-liner
just-
queen.
Well, but you also just someone said something to you, and you were like, no, that's not. You know, like you're very. I think you want to be clear with your intention and what you mean, and saying exactly what you mean, and not making it be something else. So I appreciate that. I think I'm a little like that too. But
I like that about you.
But in the house, it's like you're dealing with so many different personalities. So not being shown on screen or something like that because you have this more mature relationship with the Bachelor is something that we always see on the show. So I always pay attention to those people, right? So sorry, that's not really a question. It's more of me just giving you your props and making you feel better, because it was hard
Like
also
that.
for
I
me.
appreciate that.
It was hard for me to watch too, this last thing, because I'm like, I was the oldest girl in my season as well. And women, we want to empower people to go on this show to find love at any age, you know, and all the things that Claire dealt with being an older Bachelorette and all that. You can find love at any age. So
Absolutely.
We've talked on here about the word cougar before too.
Ah.
We'll mention
Ooh,
that on
girl.
the podcast and the negative connotation with it. Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm gonna take a
let's
sip of water for that one.
yeah
2 on
let's-
1. Look, let's get to this 2 on 1.
yeah, let's talk about the 2-on-1, because that's something that everyone's talking about. So we want your insight because you were there. How do you feel at this point about Genevieve getting the 2-on-1 with Shanae?
Were you
So,
surprised?
it was, but I wasn't. Genevieve became one of my very best friends in the house. I really, speaking of fucks him with, I fucked with Genevieve hard. I love her very much. I think she's the perfect person. She is one of the most real and honest people. I think she has such a big heart. So I think that combination is the perfect person to show Clayton, like, listen, she is with the rest of us who really are here for love and, you know, to find a connection and to grow friendships and whatever it is, and not to make this like mean competition where we're bringing each other down. And I think Genevieve, being the person that she is the perfect person for this 2-on-1.
Ooh,
And
that's good insight.
hopefully, you know, Clayton can see that.
We were talking about this earlier. Who do you think, if it wasn't Genevieve, because it seemed like a lot of people had issues with Shanae, if it wasn't Genevieve, whether they're gone or not gone, who do you think would have been like another person who would have been on this 2-on-1?
Honestly, I think it would have been really good to see her and Ciara on this 1-on-1.
Yeah, that's what we
Or
said.
2-on-1.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we thought. I just wanted to, I'm like, we're watching it as viewers. I need to know from the person who was in the house. So yeah, we thought that too. Yeah. Gorgeous, by the way. She's so pretty.
Oh, she's amazing. Inside and out. She has such a great personality. She's just vivacious. Ciara really does command the room. I love that lady.
Okay, and then one more Shanae question. When she did come in the room and apologize, did you believe that was sincere, or did you think it was bullshit?
I think it was written all over my face that I thought it was completely staged for her to get what she wanted, and I thought it was bullshit. Just no, there's no
Were
way
you
around it.
surprised that several girls said that they accepted her apology and seemed to believe her?
No, I mean, a lot of us did really want just like it to blow over, and we wanted more of like a kumbaya setting, which would have been nice, but you also have to see the big picture and the reality of the fact she had many times and many opportunities to apologize to each one of us or us as a group.
True.
And it felt very forced. And after talking to Clayton, it was like, and then she went right back to him like, hey, I did it. Like,
Yeah, then she got to talk to him again.
exactly.
Do you think
It
you're
was
good
all
at-
a ploy.
Do you think you're good at reading through people's bullshit?
I like to think so. I think I've lived enough, traveled enough, and seen enough bullshit where I can just detect it. My radar is pretty good.
I think I'm
I
good
like
at
to
it
think
too.
so.
That's why I'm asking. And
Yeah.
you're, are you from New Jersey?
I am.
Okay.
I'm actually born in New Jersey. I know it says I'm born in Puerto Rico, but I want to clear that up. I'm born in New Jersey. I'm born and raised, but I am Puerto Rican. You know, first generation, but I'm born and raised a Jersey girl.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that you're watching this back, what was your favorite moment that we've seen thus far? I know you're still there, but what was your favorite moment that you've seen thus far?
I have two moments that were very different that I really loved, and I think they were really necessary for the whole journey. First was that vulnerability date that I just loved. We all got so close. We opened up. We got to know Clayton on like so many deep levels, which we all really appreciated. We broke down to build back up together, which was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the football date. I think that was great to be able to take out all the pent up energy and tension that we've had. You can take it out in the field. And if you ask any of the girls, by the end of it, I was just tackling girls left and right. I was like, getting out all my energy out right here on the field. I had a great time on both those dates. So those would be my two favorite group dates.
Amazing.
Nice.
So if you could explain this season in one word, the rest of what we're going to see that we haven't seen yet, what would it be?
I don't know if I'm intense. Intense is good, but unique, exciting,
Okay.
a little dramatic.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That
Well,
was
pick one of those
multiple
words.
But I got you. Yeah. Okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay.
Intense is a good one.
Hopefully he pulls through with this 2-on-1. We don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're going to get into a game with you.
Yeah, we got one more question before we get
Oh,
into the
sorry.
game. One more
Okay.
question I was going to ask. If, we're assuming we don't know if you end up with Clayton or not. But if you don't, are you open to going to paradise?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
I feel like you would thrive.
I would
Wow.
love that.
You know what?
I think it would be exciting.
Cool.
A
You're the
unique
first.
opportunity.
I think you might be the first person that ever just gave us a direct yes, even though we
Really?
know that
Just
everybody.
being honest and saying yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would go. Why not?
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity. You're in paradise, and I've been watching, and I saw all of you thriving. So I'm like, okay, why not? I could do this.
Did you see us thriving?
I mean,
I don't know
Well-
about me, but I will say this for someone who
I
also,
thrived.
I will say for someone who prides themselves on being define thrive.
Define thrive.
For
yeah.
me, I need that. For me, let me know what that means for
Joe,
me.
that's all.
Yikes.
Joe.
You did thrive.
I did.
You thrived.
I did,
for- Towards the end. Love that for you. For someone for Paradise, I will say I do hope to see you there, but I do pride myself on knowing and thinking I have a good judge of character, and knowing when someone's bullshitting me. For women, that's how I have to put that asterisk for women. When it comes to men, I'm like, oh shit, damn, he got me.
Are you lying or not?
Yeah.
It's a little harder for me. So yeah. Just keep that in mind. We want you to thrive.
Okay, let's
right.
let's play a game. Mara, you want to play a game with us?
let's play a game.
Mara.
Mara.
Mara, like marinara.
Sorry. I say marinara, but
Okay, fair enough.
whatever. Maybe it's a Chicago thing.
It's his accent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this game is called Who's Your Girl? Okay?
Uh-oh.
We're going to ask
Okay.
you a series of questions, and you just need to reply with one of the girls' names in the house. Okay?
Yeah, think rapid fire because that's the
Rapid
point
fire.
of this.
First person
Okay.
that comes to mind. Boom. Okay?
Okay, let's play.
Who would you want to cook you dinner?
Oh, Kate. Kate looked like she was a good cook.
Who would you want to be stuck on a deserted island with?
Oh, Genevieve and I had such a great time. I would love to be on an island with her.
You guys can be on the island of Manhattan together.
Yes. Take it.
Who would you want to grab a drink with?
Sierra. She's always tons of fun.
Who would you bet on? Oh, sorry. Who would you bet on talking themselves out of a ticket? Like a driver's ticket. I don't know. If it
Speeding
makes
ticket.
sense. A speeding ticket. Yeah.
Speeding ticket.
Driver's ticket.
Sorry.
Oh,
You got a driver's ticket.
That'll
be $30.
Good.
Shanae,
Wow.
probably. Damn.
Yeah, Shanae actually.
Maybe she would get her
Sierra,
some. I think she'd be like,
Well,
what
no.
car? Whose car is
Marlena. Marlena would.
this? Marlena.
Yeah, I could see
Oh, I
Marlena.
can see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that too. She would be
Yeah.
like, I am very busy. I am on my way to
Yeah.
get gold medals. Are you really
I'm
going to stop me right
important,
now?
okay? Exactly. I see
Yeah,
it.
I love that. Okay. Who would you want over for a movie night and takeout?
Ooh, NC. or Jane. We've already done that, so I'd love to do it again.
Hmm.
Oh,
Who would you want to start a podcast with?
Ooh, do they have to be a part of my season? Yeah, okay, we'll say my season.
No,
Yes,
go
like,
both.
I have a
do
list.
both.
No,
Do
we'll go
both.
to my
Do
season.
both.
No.
Do both.
Well, I mean, I love this energy, but let's just saying. My season, I think Sierra would be tons of fun.
Yes.
Kate is really intelligent, and Kira is also really. I know she's kind of soft spoken, but she has a
Mhm.
lot to say, and she's super intelligent. So I think that would be a good dynamic.
She's another one. So pretty.
Cool.
take note, producers.
Inside and out.
Yeah,
Yes.
the producers are listening. Hmm. Yes.
Listen.
Who would you call to make you laugh?
Oh, Gabby, absolutely.
She's so-
Absolutely.
yeah.
She's
That's
the
their date.
funniest.
Oh my gosh, their date. It was so good.
I would love to be a fly on the wall on that date. She's just
Mm-hmm.
so fun. Everything she says is just, we love it as a whole.
Who would you want to trade closets with?
Ooh, Kate. I feel like Kate just always looks so
Damn.
pristine and proper. I don't know.
I
I
feel like
love
we
Kate,
didn't see
too.
enough. We didn't see
I know.
enough of
We need
Kate.
to see more.
We
of Kate.
didn't, but you saw that dress, right? When she got sent home, it was so sad, but she looked so gorgeous. Like
Mhm.
she just always just is looking right. So Kate all day.
Who would you call if you needed a shoulder to cry on?
Genevieve or Kira, honestly.
Who would you travel with?
Ooh, I mean, all the girls. I became so close to Genevieve, and I traveled so much with her, going to all these different places, and we bonded and clicked. So I'm just gonna keep throwing Genevieve out there because that's my girl.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
Okay,
fine.
so let's see this
It's your
next
best
one.
friend.
That's
This
my
next
girl.
one. If you were trapped in an escape room, who are you getting out with?
Kira. Kira. Yeah, Kira and I vibe. We get it. She's smart. She's like, no, let's do this. So I feel like Kira and I would just get out of there
Okay.
quick.
Who would you want to go on a 2-on-1 against in your
Ugh.
house? Gotta pick one.
Let's go with Sarah. I think it would have been fun if she and I were on a date.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sarah
Great
and
answer.
That's
Sarah
really good.
Mara,
I
2-on-1.
like
I
that.
think that would have
I
been
like
good.
that.
Okay, last one, and I think I know the answer, but who would you want to have your back no matter what?
I mean, I'm going to say Genevieve.
Yep.
Cool.
Genevieve. Well,
my girl.
listen, this is a lot of Genevieve energy. I hope, I can't wait to see what happens. I mean, of course, they left us on a cliffhanger, and I
Yeah,
was like,
of course.
Well,
these
yeah,
girls out
of
here
course.
and-
Of course they're going to do that. You guys all know. I
Yeah.
mean, this is TV.
they're dragging
cliffhangers.
Shanae
Yeah, but I
out.
was
I will
into
say, they're dragging her out.
They are. I'm so excited for what's to come, though. It's going to be, we'll see. It's going to be good.
Ooh,
I'm excited.
ooh,
I'm excited.
Ooh.
Tell
Yeah.
us. It's going to
I'm
be
excited
what?
all together. It's going to be exciting. As that was
Yeah.
one of the main words I used for the rest of the season. Exciting, and that's exactly what it's going to be.
Okay, great,
All right.
great. Well,
All right,
you,
well-
you look great. You're thriving.
Thank you. Thank you.
I hope you're proud of how you're portraying yourself because the real ones see you, girl. We see you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
All right.
you. Real.
All right,
recognize
Mara.
real, right?
Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate your time, and we're looking forward to watching the rest of your journey.
Yes.
Please tune in. Thank
Thanks,
you
Mara.
so much for having me, guys. I loved it. Nice to meet
All
all
right.
of you.
Our guests are good. These girls are good.
She's
They've all
great.
been so fun and well
Don't say all.
Oh, I mean, you got to give us
What?
credit
No,
too.
on the
You know,
podcast.
Don't say all.
just
Oh, who's bad?
yeah. Spill the tea.
I'm
Spill the tea, girl.
We gonna
Yeah.
cut this out. It's fine.
All right. No. Overall, she's got a great personality. Really liked her. I want to see what happens, but I do think that she would be somebody that we will see in paradise. My opinion.
I agree. I'm
Yeah.
glad that she was like straight up. Yep, I would go. She didn't do that. Well, if I'm single,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm
I
going.
mean, listen,
there.
that's the truth, though. I mean, I get when people say that, and also, y'all don't understand what my DMs look like. People be like, "Girl, I don't know. I don't know about this paradise."
Wait, really?
People have messed up the integrity of the show, like full throttle, you know? So, yeah, I
Yeah.
would be, no one wants to be bamboozled on TV.
Yeah. Well,
It's true.
it could get messy, but it's also
But you also can get engaged.
Yeah.
So
you
the
can.
pendulum swings. The pendulum swings.
Thank you so much to our listeners, and thank you to Mara for being here. We are always casting for the upcoming seasons of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Head to bachelornation.com/apply to nominate yourself or someone else.
Yes, and make sure to subscribe and submit all your questions to us. We want to know what you're getting into. Make sure to follow us on social media. Check us out at ClickbaitBN on Instagram. All our links are there. Follow us there. We want to know what you want to know from us.
And share your stories with us. We want to know what clickbait you guys are looking at this week. Clickbait is available on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you guys are listening. And you can listen ad-free by downloading the Wondery app or subscribing to Wondery Plus in Apple Podcasts. See you next week.